heard of Dancing with the Stars. I think this one's a little bit of Dancing with the Drunks.
Show their titties!
The rules. Come on, girls. The rules.
It's the rules. Even Louie said so, right, Louie? That the girls want to be on stage. Alright, guys, who wants to see some titties on stage?
Shocking. Well, when you're a journalist, you have to record things like that. Anyway, this was the crowd on Friday the 13th. The next clip shows you the crowd on Friday the 14th. Quite a difference. Where did all the partiers go? This is the main drag again. Yesterday you could hardly walk down this street. Today, obviously, you can ride down there with ease. Most of the people have gone home. So, it's on to London. Next thing you're going to see are the motorcycle races in London. Quite exciting. You could sit up in the nice enclosed lounge and watch the motorcycle races. Or you could move down by the track. Man, these bikes can fly. And they don't have any brakes. I don't know whether you noticed, but when they come to a corner, they just plunk their left foot down and then kick out the back tire and spin it around the corner. It's a technique that I should learn, as you'll see later on. Anyway, just as an aside, I remember them interviewing the winner of the first race. They said, "How was it out there?" He said, "Well, it was a little rough at first, but we got better as we went on." Some of these guys are like 12 years old and they're out there racing these bikes. Brave souls. Alright, for motorcycle racing, we moved to car racing at Road America, a place called Elkhart Lake, Wisconsin. Beautiful layout in the rolling hills of Wisconsin. But look at the crappy signs they have. This is a world-class track. And these signs are all they have to announce the place. In fact, you can drive right by some of them without even seeing them. It's terrible. Anyway, the lesson I learned here about videotaping is don't stand in one spot and kind of spin around as really fast cars go by. You're just going to make everybody dizzy. Here, I told you I'd make you dizzy. Well, the camera work wasn't very good, but the car racing was great. But from there it was on to the Medicine Hat Dragway, where we had these two idiots trying to burn the back tires off their motorcycles. You know, I spend all my time trying to preserve my treads so I don't hydroplane, and these guys are trying to burn it all off in one quick go. Either they've got way too much money or not enough brains, or both.
Can't hear you.
I didn't spend all my time going to races while I was away. Also went to a couple of Blue Jays games thanks to my buddy Paul. You remember him? He's the guy who jumped in front of the dancing girls at Friday the 13th. Well, he's got great seats behind home plate, so we went there a couple of times. And here he is again. He gets on tape. This is Paul Drone making an ass of himself. All right, the Blue Jays won that game, thanks to our cheering. Well, this is a view of Balsam Lake. I ended up here because, well, Paul doesn't have any friends, and I don't know anyone else in Ontario with a bike, so besides Friday the 13th, we ended up doing a whirlwind tour of cottage country one weekend. My friends Ed and Sherry own this place near Coboconk. They were stupid enough, kind enough to invite us there one night. And then the next day we were going to just cut across to Bell and visit Paul's brother John. So you can see a trip of this magnitude requires careful planning so that you don't get lost.
Oh.
Here we are planning our trip.
Okay, so
we know we're in Ontario somewhere. We're not sure where to go, but we're going to go north somewhere. Oh yeah, up to the reserve.
Up to the reserve. Opakaskia, Provincial Park. They have great camping there.
The road to Ed and Sherry's place from Coboconk is about 5 miles long. The last 4 miles are gravel. But it's a good gravel road, so I got up a pretty good head of steam here, as you can see. In fact, I couldn't see Paul in my mirrors anymore, so I knew I was really moving. The motorcycle lesson I learned here, though, is that you can't turn as well on gravel. On pavement, as the turn gets tighter, you just lean it some more. But on gravel, you can't do that. You just fall over. So I kind of found myself in this awkward situation of touring the ditch suddenly because I couldn't make the turn. Fortunately, there weren't any big rocks in there. Remember those 12-year-old dirt track racers from earlier on? I should have just planted my left foot and spun my way around this corner. Yeah, right. I think I should just slow down on gravel. Speaking of slowing down, I attended a couple of rallies this summer, and each rally has a parade in which they gather several hundred bikes in a parking lot and then send us off 2 by 2 to parade through town with a police escort. Of course, the police block off all the intersections so we don't have to stop at any of the stoplights or stop signs, which really pisses off the locals, I'm sure. That's why you see so many people waving, just trying to calm the folks down. I love making new friends wherever I go. Of course, any rally wouldn't be complete without a band. A whole bunch of bad dancing, and bad singing, and just general all-around stupidity. So here's a perfect example of that. Good job, Mickey! Did I already mention to you that when I'm taking indoor videos I need to have more light? That's why the videos inside are so washed out. The other lesson I learned about outdoor camera work is that you can't point it into the sun. If you watch a little further onto this clip, you'll see that the sun turns into a black blob as soon as I point the camera at it. Anyway, we've come to the end here. Wake up! It's over. I'd like to say thank you to everybody who made it possible. However, I don't want to do that verbally because I'm sure I'd forget somebody. So if you watch the 2 or 3 outtakes that'll follow, I'll put all my thank yous on there. I hope you got some idea of what it's like to motorcycle across North America. It's always an adventure. Hopefully I'll be able to do a sequel next summer, HarleyHo 2. I'm sure you can hardly wait for that. Oh yeah, and my favorite bumper sticker. Would your driving improve any if I stuck that cell phone up your ass? Thanks. Bye for now.
John Glennie from London, Ontario. Friend of the Langley, BC chapter.
Dr. Penny
Yeah. So how can we
fixing Ron up.
Feels better already.
Okay. Doctor, what's wrong with him?
What's wrong with him?
What's wrong with him?
He has a bad back.
Oh well, fortunately for Ron, he's got a good front. Goodbye.